So my goal is to go right there, right along that park. That's a financial district downtown. Last time I was fishing, I don't know if you can see that orange ferry. I was fishing on the other side of that. This is the New York Bay. Of course, got the rest of the East River down this way. So yeah, let's see if I could make my way across. I'm on a city bike. This thing has like a pedal booster, which was phenomenal in getting over this bridge. It provides like an extra kick every time you pedal. It's amazing. So I originally started at Pier 1, and then a nice gentleman from the park came by, let me know that Pier 5 had a dedicated fishing area where they had sinks and a bait station. So I thought that would be pretty useful. I moved myself over here, especially because he suggested that the fishing might be better. I didn't get a single bite when I was over there. I've thrown my lines towards the city, this way and that way. It's really deep down here. I threw out my line and must have sunk maybe 40-50 feet. So there's a nice channel. Maybe fish will go by and take my bait. One other problem is that there's no shade on this pier except that little corner where I've set up my station. So I'm gonna be over there hiding out in the shade because it's really hot today. And so hopefully I can catch the last 3 hours of the outgoing tide, and we'll have something to show for this beautiful day. So another tiny toadfish. Small bite. It barely even bit it, but looks like it took it. Maybe I can get some gloves first. Yep. Ow, you're pretty strong there, buddy. So I went to the best bait shop in New York, Whole Foods. Went and picked up some Maine mussels and wild caught Gulf white shrimp. Thinking, maybe the fish in New York like their wild caught organic bait. So with these mussels, usually you have the flat side and then you have the bulgy side. The flat side is usually where that beard is, and if you can, I don't know if you can see, but there's usually like a tiny little gap right there. So you just want to stick the tip in. Usually you never want to be drawing the knife towards you, but in this case it makes it a little bit easier. Right around here is where the mussel is, so you kind of want to get through that, scraping sort of at the top of the shell or the bottom, whichever one you want to go after first. After you get that mussel, usually it's going to pry open. From here you can see the lower part of the mussel stuck to the bottom of the shell, so you just scrape that part off. The mussel is actually one of the toughest parts, and so you want to try to get that on your hook. That'll stay on the best. Generally it won't stay on the hook that well in either case, but then I want to scrape the rest off on the bottom side or the top side, and if you open it up you get the mussel. Let's release it from the shell. Ooh. There's a bee. So once you have it here, I usually just wait for the bee to leave, because the bee really likes the mussel for some reason. Alright, thank you. So now I got the mussel. This was the part that was the toughest, the sort of scallop area, the one that's going to be on the keeping the shell closed. And then I just try to thread it through as much as I can. The rest of it is pretty soft, with the exception of... Wow, this bee is really loving this mussel scent. Maybe that'll mean some of the fish will too. This little brown area, that's going to be the foot right here. Oh, that bee's loving my shrimp too. All right, you need to get out of here. You need to... Oh, bee attack. What's going on? Oh, this bee is like all up in me. All right, and then I want to get that foot, that dark brown sort of part here on the hook. Okay. It's not going to stay on amazingly well, but I'm going to cast very lightly, so it should do the trick. What, you throwing a sinker out there, letting it sink?
Yeah, I got a sinker.
Yeah? Do they go for the ones on the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, they do.
And you eat the bluefish that you catch around here?
Depends on how they look.
Yeah, the sort of smaller ones, right?
You look like you've been through a fight and it's like you're going back. You're going to finish fighting.
Fair enough.
He look healthy, he coming home.
Yeah. My GoPro died, so...
Oh, the GoPro died.
Sucks.
Yeah, the same fish. Yeah.
Same fish, man. A little bit smaller than yours, though, right?
No, the same one.
I call it.
Yeah, the same thing what I caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty fish.
Same one. Another one. I feel like if I toss them, some of these guys might catch them. Yeah. Yeah, that was the one. He came back for it. He came back for it, man. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, I love it bad. What'd you need? Grab those? Yeah, I got you. Oh yeah, that thing's taking drag, man. There we go. Oh yeah? Oh yo, you got another one here. Bee really likes the mussel for some reason. Alright, thank you. Wow, this bee is really loving this mussel.